There are a lot of reasons to like Justin Tucker. He's going to go into the Hall of Fame. He's clutch, and he's a winner. He's got great hair, and he's also a Traeger guy. So there's a lot of things to love about Justin Tucker, the Ravens place kicker who joins us on the program. Good morning, Justin. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for that was quite the intro. Much appreciated, especially with the hair thing.
Yeah.
I actually spent some time on it this morning.
Do you do your hair before a game?
Before the COVID era, it was a consideration, but now I kind of just let the beard go, and I haven't got a haircut in quite a while now because I'm trying to avoid close contacts with as many people as possible. So. I mean, yeah, like about a year ago, I was thinking, okay, well, I mean, if I'm standing next to Morgan and Sam and Randy during the national anthem, like those are sweet pictures that we want to have. So, got to make sure the wig is tight. But this year, not really that as concerned.
Explain to me, if I've never kicked a field goal before and you wanted to teach me how to kick a field goal, where do we start?
I think you got to start with probably the most important principle in all sports that involve a ball. Keep your eye on the ball. It's a common theme in baseball, tennis, soccer, football. So what I said the other night after the game, to just trying to keep it as simple as possible. In the moments where so many things can be going through your head, you just got to see the ball to kick the ball.
But you could kick blindfold,
Justin. It starts as simple as that.
You could kick blindfold, right?
I don't know if I could kick blindfolded with nearly as much confidence or accuracy and power as if I'm not blindfolded, but I know it's possible. I've seen Pat McAfee hit like a 40-something yarder, set a Guinness World Record several years ago, kicking blindfolded. So, I'll leave the trick shots to the guys who are better at those.
Wait a minute, that's the Guinness record, 40 yards?
It's 40-something, and I'm pretty sure Pat has the record. So, shout out to Pat McAfee and always doing it for the brand, but I'm pretty sure he has a Guinness World Record.
Well, why don't you go out this afternoon when this is over with and just blow him out of the books? I mean, come on.
It's a little snowy out here in.
Wait, you don't have a indoor practice facility?
Oh, well, that's no fun. It's if it's pouring down snow, you gotta get out in it. So.
I still like your chances even in the snow. Explain to me how Deion Sanders became your, I don't know, idol? Is that fair to say?
He was definitely one of my favorite players growing up as a little guy. So I grew up in Austin, Texas, and my family would always watch the Cowboys on Sunday afternoons. And I just love like the swag and like this, the attitude that Prime brought to the game. I think everybody can appreciate that about Prime. So, when I was in like first, second, third grade, we'd play football at recess, and I would always have like my Cowboys do-rag bandana tied up, and I would always play defense. So like I would try to pick off as many passes as I could, return as many punts as I could in that 30-minute recess break, and then hit the water fountain on the way in like it was nobody's business.
But what happens though? You get to the point where you're a kicker. Like, does it feel like it's a demotion that you defensive back, or maybe you want to play wide receiver, and then you're a kicker, and you know how the other players are going to label you, or at least see you're a kicker. How did you feel?
Not at all. That was never a concern or a consideration of mine. I mean, maybe I'm wired a little different, but I was never really concerned about any of my teammates or coaches viewing me differently because of the position I play. Like to me, that's one of the coolest things about the sport of football is you have so many different types of athletes probably the widest array of types of athletes on the field at any given time compared to any other sport. So, in basketball, it's, in all likelihood, it's taller athletes. And in
Oh, he froze up. Something he never does on the field.
Or he's making us think about his comments.
Well, I know. He had me because I'm going, okay, all right.
His last comment was that if anyone else wants to be...
Wait, you froze up. You.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I'm in my basement right next to the modem. I should have pretty good Wi-Fi.
What's in the basement?
So this is kind of our catch-all room right now. A previous homeowner used this room as his office, but I don't really have much practical use for your traditional office. But right now we've got, just like a sofa in here, and then let's see, I got my guitars, got an amp.
Ooh.
That's not my drum set. That's my 4-year-old son's drum set. Oh, we got a just like a TV on the ground, a trampoline.
What can you play on the guitar? What can you play?
I mean, I can carry a tune. I'm not really.
No, you can sing. I know that. Can you fire? Can you fire up the amp there?
I could. I mean, yeah. You really want me to?
Yep. Let's fire it up here. I know you can sing, but let's. I just froze the kicker. You're never supposed to freeze the kicker, and I just froze Justin Tucker, and he's going to come through here. Once again, a full reset, as we like to say in the business. The Ravens 8-5, and right now half game back. The wild card number 3 Dolphins in the tie-breaking department. Justin Tucker, who is a future Hall of Famer, joining us on the program from his basement with his guitar. All right, let me see.
That's all I got for you, Dan.
What's your go-to? What's your go-to
is, I'm not really I'm more of like a rhythm, kind of guitarist. And then, I try to rip some sweet vocals over that. But, I mean, I like 80s hair metal type of stuff, and then I like Third Eye Blind, like post grunge, like 90s era, like Nirvana type of stuff.
Okay. If you had a walk-up song when you went out to kick, what would you pick?
That's a tough one. Off the top of my head, maybe Hungry Like the Wolf, because we got the whole wolf pack out there, Morgan Cox, Sam Cooke, and myself. I mean, plus that song is just like...
Not many people pick Duran Duran as their walk-up song, but well done by you. Does Harbaugh ever say anything to you before you go out for a potential game-winning kick?
Typically, no one says anything to me, and I kind of prefer it that way. I mean, I'm kind of in my own little world for the 30 some odd seconds leading up to a, especially an important kick, like at the end of the game. I kind of just am alone with my thoughts and kind of getting myself focused and in the zone, if you will. And then every once in a while, someone will come up to me and say something. And then I usually forget whatever it was that they said immediately. And then, just go out there and try my best to make the kick. But, no, if anybody is going to say something to me, it's usually Randy Brown, our kicking coach. It won't be like right before the kick, but it'll be, first or second down, and he'll say, it's usually just like nuts and bolts type of stuff. It's like, all right, we got a pretty significant right to left win. Just play that ball in the right third, right quarter, let it come back, and just hit your ball, man. And it's really nothing too, revolutionary by any means, but, just hearing something as simple as that kind of reminds me not to overthink it, not to get too emotionally attached to whatever's happening or whatever will happen after my foot hits the ball. The only thing that really matters is the 1.3 seconds between when Morgan throws it back, when Sam spots it, and when I kick it. And it's just, seeing the ball and hitting the ball.
You have 6 career tackles. What's the best one? Because McAfee used to try to blow people up. Do you blow people up?
I would say none of them, because if I'm having to make a tackle, that's usually indicative of I didn't kick the ball well enough to ensure that the return the returner was stopped inside the 20 or 25. So no, you know what? Come to think of it, I had one that was kind of sweet. So in Pittsburgh on playing a nighttime primetime game a couple years back, I squibbed one down toward the open end of the stadium, and the returner kind of muffed the ball down there at the goal line, and the timing of the return was all thrown off, and our coverage team was had surrounded him inside the 5-yard line, and somehow he squeezed out of there, bounced it, and I tackled a guy at the 9-yard line. So typically when your kicker's making tackles, it's at the 30, 35-yard line, and it's after, or he's not making a tackle and the guy's, running past him like Forrest Gump, all the way through the end zone and through the tunnel at the other end of the stadium, which is not good. But, every once in a while, I happen to have a tackle inside the 10-yard line. So I feel like that one was that one's probably pretty good.
What's the one time, the worst beating you got after kicking a game-winning field goal? Because, sometimes we look at those kickers and everybody wants to say congratulations. Did you have one where you go, guys, stop, it hurts?
I'm not built like most of my teammates. I'm probably pound for pound the smallest guy on the team, even though in regular normal society, if you want to call it that, I'm I'm 6'1", 183. So I'm not a super little guy by any means, but in the football world, yeah, I am. Let's see, at Texas, when we played Texas A&M on Thanksgiving night, my senior year, kicked the game winner, and kind of started running towards our sideline like this. And then I see our sideline is just emptying. The entire team is running out toward midfield where we're all at. And Kenny Vaccaro, outstanding professional safety now, an outstanding safety then, he is running full speed with a look in his eye I'm taking this guy down. And he horse collar tackles me. I'm at the bottom of a dog pile, and thankfully I didn't shred both of my knees or anything else for that matter. But I remember being at the bottom of the pile just in pain. And also very happy that we had just made the game-winning kick. But I remember coming up from the pile just gasping for air. I had blood coming out of my nose, and hey, it's all in a kind of crazy way, that stuff. Those experiences are why you play the game. Celebrating with your teammates with absolute reckless abandon is one of the greatest things about playing a team sport and winning in big moments.
It's great to talk to you, and congrats on the success so far, and hopefully you get into the postseason to make some more of those game-winning kicks. But thanks for joining us, Justin, and thanks for playing along, literally playing along with us.
Of course. Yeah. And thanks for having me, Dan.
That's Justin Tucker. He just turned 31. He's going to be kicking for quite some time, and he doesn't miss.